approaching. We are not meant to do lives from Haddonfield to Hill Valley. It's a long stretch, and obviously we lose connection in these haunted areas. Up here we're going to see Arnie's house from Christine. And there we are. Yeah, I'm back too for a limited time. I'm going to have to keep restarting it. The technology doesn't want to work. It never does, so. It would never let me put across something so epic. There's where Christine had her home, right in this driveway. Arnie spilled all the trash bags. This was once a full garage. Okay. We move up to Highland, up Fairview. Yeah, Arnie's house. Arnie's house. Not Arnie from What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Here's the girls that are walking back in the Rob Zombie film. I don't mean to sound conceited, but I'm like the greatest fucking cheerleader that they have. The girls are babbling. Danielle Harris, Taylor Scout Compton, walking up here. Yeah, I guess because I'm aiming to go like everywhere now, Big Bake. It's not, it can't handle me being so metal. Okay, so you see very large and in charge Michael, played by Tyler Main over here. And right about at this driveway opening, see this gentleman, his dog is right about where she shouts at him, "Hey, why don't you go back under your rock? My daddy's the sheriff." And he slinks off over there. As you continue walking up this wall like they did, Brad Dourif, voice of Chucky, playing Sheriff Brackett, pulls up. This cop car up here, just past this pole, seen in the 2007 film. Yeah, I really wish you would just let me do this in one constant stream, because that's what I wanted for the channel. This is about where Sheriff Brackett was parked here. She says, "Bacon mobiles make me nauseous." He's like, "Nice, nice." And then around this cornerstone here brings us to the real walk home from school from the original 1978 film. You see these homes in the background, which have changed. This is it. The Highland Cornerstone. South Pasadena, real life Haddonfield. Jamie Lee Curtis, Annie. What's up? No, I'm doing a show, man. Sorry. I know everything about it, man. I know. It was in Halloween 2007. See the truck? The screenplay. Yeah. Oh, okay. It was written about the doctor's wife, Mrs. Robinson, who truly lived next door. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and he died penniless because he declined the rights to the movie. Oh, okay. True story. Damn, there's a lot of history here. He's talking about The Graduate. Anyways, back to Halloween. So they come around here. Linda, Annie, and Lori, right around here. This stop sign has replaced a tree that used to be here. There was no stop sign. Now there is. So there was one tree here. Second tree right here has had a couple limbs sawed off. In the Rob Zombie version, you see a car here. We were talking to this gentleman yesterday. He said, "Yeah, my car is in the Rob Zombie one." So in the original Halloween, they cross over right here. But in the Rob Zombie film, you actually see this white pole because Michael and Lori both stay on this sidewalk. And every time it passes a tree, it shows Lori. And another tree, it shows Michael, and then Lori, until they get back to the Strode house, which we'll come up to in a moment. So they cross over right here. This home here is seen prominently in Halloween, and nobody talks about it. You have to be here as many times as Mr. Thrasha to figure out that all these were not here. These trees, and all these trees to the left side of the property. This house is more blue in the film. The windows and everything were the same. This house as well looks the exact same. And this is the elevated driveway right here that you see. It's been redone. This is where they stop, and she goes, shit, I forgot my chemistry book. She goes, yeah, well, who cares? I always forget my chemistry book and my math book and see my French book, and who needs books anyways? I don't need books. Okay, I was able to reconnect there. It's trying to knock us off when we get to secretive master detective work here. And me and Jesse figured out that the actual tree they take the shot of where Michael stops here was right here. It's not this tree. That right there is the V tree that had all the ivy going up it. This has been changed when they removed this tree. All that ivy was riding up. People think it's not. This one was loaded with ivy. No there. And that's the shot you get when she says, hey jerk, spills, and he stops right there. And you get all that in frame. If you count the number of trees, that's exactly what you see. And you'll know that this is actually the V tree, not the one that looks more like a V. Truth. Truth. Isn't that Devon Graham? I think it's Steve Todd. The girls continue on this way. Continuing on here past the house from Liar Liar. That's right, Jim Carrey himself pulled into this driveway, which looked the same at the time. It's hardly changed at all. Liar Liar, it's where they had the birthday party. The douchebag was giving him the claw right there. The claw! The claw! Or maybe that was... Oh yeah, no, maybe that was Jim Carrey who was giving him the claw. Been a while since I've seen it, but he pulls in right there. He yells Maximilian. That brings us over to the Space Jam / Strode house from Rob Zombie's film. This was the Strode house exterior. A little bit of reconnecting there. It's gonna try to knock me off. I'll restart it a couple more times, but if we can't make it, blame technology, now Mr. Thrasha. This is where Mason Strode walked down there. Don't forget to drop the key off the Myers place. Yeah, and it was also in Space Jam. Michael Jordan's house in Space Jam. Here's your chance to go dance at the Space Jam. 1002 Highland. Okay, heading back down Meridian. We'll go past the Myers house and the original spot where the Myers house once stood. We'll go over Ben Tramer's death, which takes place at night, but same location. And we'll go by the raw. Hopefully I can get through all this. I mean, I have no problem doing it. I just don't think the technology will allow me. Of course, maybe it cuts me off if I run out of data. But I was trying to show the mansion over here from What We Do in the Shadows. You see the guy carrying the dead bodies down the stairs. But it was cutting out up here, so who knows? Let's see. So I'll restart it a couple more times. Pain in the ass. YouTube doesn't make it easy to. I wonder if it's the What We Do in the Shadows mansion right here. The ghosts are messing with the technology. Is though What We Do in the Shadows mansion. Reminds me of Leprechaun. Take the last look at this dump. Tomorrow we'll be looking at mansions. Mansions. Do you listen to yourself? And the limousine. Yeah, very creepy. What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah, there'll be some freezing and stuff. Like I said, the spirits don't want me to cover all this in one live session. A normal person, any normal human being, unlike myself, would never be able to walk this far. Me, it's like nothing. But the technology won't meet me halfway. They just repainted this, I think. And this is where it carries down the bodies in episode 1 of What We Do in the Shadows. You can check that out on Netflix. I've been coming by this mansion for years, way before I even knew that it was used in a show. That's where it carries the bodies down, buries them over here. Wrapped on a couple of other filming locations today, so I was pretty happy with that. Had a good meet up with Robbie Kress. If he's watching, what's up, Robbie? We had a good day. We were out at Good Burger. Maybe it'll be cool and let us ride through. Gotta go over the overpass. This bridge here was actually inspiration. This is a fun fact. This was inspiration for the line in number 2 when he says, he's on the radio and he's like, who is it? He's like, it's Ramsey. And he's like, I'm going down 7th past the bakery. Get the hell back into town. Go up 17th Street, meet me by the bypass. This was the inspiration for the bypass. And they were going to use North Orange Grove over here, or sorry, Orange Grove, but there were too many palm trees, so the location was switched to Hollywood. Just off of Sunset on that portion of Orange Grove. It really messes up a lot of Halloween fans, but they wanted it to be authentic, even though you still do spot palm trees in Halloween. And this is the overpass right here. Meet me by the overpass. Ooh, okay. Almost lost connection, but I reconnected. Reconnected as we're back in immediate Haddonfield here. Trying not to get struck or terminated by a car. I go past the Myers house, the hardware store, legendary Haddonfield trough. We got a long way to go. Let's hope the battery can actually last till I get to Bushnell Avenue. It's quite the walk. Hello. All these trees here have been here hundreds of years, long before they did Halloween 47 years ago. And they went all the way up past the original location of the Myers house, which is now turned to apartments, so all the trees went with it, with all the original homes that were there. Major drag, major drag. All right, this is the longest we've kept it going. Power bank? I have no idea what you're talking about. Check out this house. Heh. The whole opening here is like a dinosaur's mouth. That's neat. That's super cool. There's the house you see during Ben Tramer's death. Lori first comes out here. When you first see her, she comes off this sidewalk, crosses over right after that first tree. She crosses right over to this path, and she meets up with Tommy Doyle over here. Nah, I ain't got anything like that. You gotta travel light to be able to accomplish this shit. It's very lean and very far. You must know every quick turn to execute this properly. She crosses over here. This is where she meets up with Tommy. So Tommy comes running down here. But I'm also going to talk about where Ben Tramer was murdered. The supposed Ben Tramer character. Loomis and Brackett pull up here. You see this house clear as day. This unique fence line over here, same as it was in the film, as well as all of these homes. So Loomis and Brackett pull up here. He goes, is that him? I don't know. Same fence from the 1981 film right here. They have not changed this home or this fence or any of these homes. Get back, you kids! He starts chasing Ben Tramer up here, so he starts trotting. Now, this White House makes an appearance, the front and the back in Halloween 2, the whole house. So the back, this is where the garage is that Michael hid behind. That's their white garage. And then you see the front of their house when Tramer cuts in front of this tree. Okay, these vehicles are back to back, so I'm going to cut here. This is the shot you get. These homes. Ben Tramer is struck by Dick Warlock, who plays Michael Myers, playing the police officer. So he got him anyway. And he collides with the van right here. And Ben Tramer burns alive right here on the corner. Same place Tommy met up with Laurie. Fun fact, when Tommy meets up with Laurie, a lot of this looks different. The red curb here is the same. But that roof line right there is the same in that house. And you can see the same palm trees that you see at the end of the street in the film. They're down there. Pretty cool. There's where Sheriff Brackett is going, is that him? Is it him or not? And then Hunt shows up. Says they found 3 bodies across the street from the Doyle house. And one of them was Annie. And Brackett hops in the cop car as well as Loomis. And they take off to Orange Grove. So now we're on Tommy and Laurie's walk right here. Same background over here, the Elrod's house where Michael got the knife. And they're watching Night of the Living Dead in there. Wow. From here, you probably can't see it, but I can see the door frame through the window that Michael was standing in. And they said, the killer is now believed to be at large in Haddonfield. This is where Loomis was standing. He was like, hey Lonnie, get your ass away from there. And Brackett scares the shit out of him right here. Nothing going on tonight but kids parking, getting high, pulling pranks. I have a feeling you're way off on this. This was the original spot of the Myers house between these 2 trees right here. This is exactly what you see behind Tommy and Laurie when he takes the key. The Lonnie line. Yeah, they come up here, so they're going, go ahead, Lonnie. I'm not afraid. I'm not. Then go in. Go ahead, Lonnie. Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there. Then Brackett scares the shit out of me. Sorry. He's got to convince him that something's going on. He's going, you're going to have to do more to convince me. He's like, what more do you need? It's going to take more than this to keep me up all night crawling around these bushes. I watched him for 15 years, staring at a wall, not seeing the wall, looking past the wall, looking at this night, inhumanly patient. Death has come to your little town, Sheriff. Now you can either ignore it, or you can help me to stop it. More fancy talk. Doctor, do you know what this is? You know what Haddonfield is? Families. Okay? Families lined up and down these streets. You're telling me they're lined up for a slaughterhouse? They could be. So, all right, I'll stay with you tonight, just in the case you're right. And if you are right, damn you for letting him go. Okay, so damned for helping, damned for caring. I get it. We'll swing by the Myers house on our way to the other side of Haddonfield, and then we'll push it forth to Hill Valley. Bushnell! We're gonna end at the Peeping Tom tree. Let's go! We'll go see George McFly's house. These people are probably doing the same thing, but they probably have no clue where they're going. They'd be smart to me. That's it, we're back. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck yeah. Pretty quiet night before tonight. Only you ever heard was to start. Pretty quiet night before tonight. Only you ever heard was to start the local track meet. And yet one day in 1963, Michael Myers didn't murder his sister in that upstairs bedroom with a large butcher knife. I remember. 16 years old. 16 years old. Tonight's his homecoming. After 15 years. Yeah, he waited with extraordinary patience. The staff grew accustomed to his mannerisms. Staff grew accustomed to his mannerisms. He was, many ways, he was the optimism. He was, many ways, he was the. Okay, we've reconnected. We've reconnection. We have reconnection. Is where Annie pulled up. Lori comes off the stoop, skips over street. Yeah, save yourself a little time there. Gets into the car right here. Me and my brother used to laugh at that song all the time. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. Okay. And yeah, you see Pee-wee come by here in Big Holiday as well. Got the old lady on the skateboard. This is a long, crazy walk. If anybody wants to make a donation, should donate. Giving you a huge, massive tour here. Though I don't know when it's cutting out. I can't tell if anyone's in here right now or not. Okay, we're back to 2, so we're still rolling. We're still rolling. People just get bored easy. As if you're seeing this anywhere else on the planet. Nope, I'm the only YouTuber who's nuts enough to take this walk. And basically gain nothing from it. If I don't get any donations, I'm just doing this because I get high off this. I'll be going up past the Rialto Theater from Scream 2. Michael Jackson's Thriller video and A Nightmare on Elm Street 4. There's other stuff done in there too. There was a Ryan Gosling movie that I don't care about, so I won't delve into that. It's good. I mean, the sun's not beating down today, so it's really not too bad to walk the distance all the way out to Bushnell. So much to see on the way. After we pass the Rialto up here, it's a straight shot to Pee-wee's Big Adventure House. That's the next one we'll be hitting. Appreciate you guys coming in. Hit the like button. Hope this live can stay connected all the way to Bushnell. I will try to start again. And Bushnell will be the end of the line. I'm not going to go way out to the elementary school. It'll be dark by the time I get back. I know the way, but since it is a holiday Monday, the schools would be good places to check out this time of day. So the high school from Halloween's just up here, a few blocks. I'm not going to go down there because it's off the beaten path, and we're going to head up here to more important things. That's where you'll find that. I was just down there yesterday. Come on. They're supposed to yield to me. I'm going. I always forget the size of the gap between the Strode house and the Rialto here. After the Rialto, it's about 5 minutes up to Pee-wee's house. And about 2 minutes from Pee-wee's, we'll get the Michael Myers hedge on Montrose. Sheriff Brackett's. Gotta go check out Sheriff Brackett's. So it's pretty cool when I start releasing the Haddonfield 5 Nights in Haddonfield series. I believe episode 3 will take you into the Rialto Theater. You can see what it's like in there now. A couple stories of hauntings in there from the employees who work there. And I tried to find the bathroom from Scream 2, but I think that was a soundstage. The bathrooms don't look anything like them. What's up, squirrel? What up, bird? Okay. This is the back of the Rialto right here. Been so busy going back and forth on these streets, giving tours, doing this full tour that I'm giving you today for about a dozen other people in the past 3 days. Truthfully, I've wasted a lot of my time, but like I said, okay, we've reconnected. We'll cut in and out, folks. But it's costing me money to do this live for you. I'm paying in data on my cell phone. Burning lots of data by doing this. I burned some for Nerd Locations and Big Bake on the Move last night. Gave them a private night tour. And that was a lot of fun. Checking everything out at night is something else. So here's the Rialto Theater. Used in Scream 2, Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Michael Jackson's Thriller video. He's eating popcorn on the floor. And I was on that floor yesterday. Right in here. Right after I did some shopping at Trader Joe's, I hopped on over here. Ah, I just missed the cross. There you go, Rialto Theater. That's where the big stab arm was set up. Gotta wait for the crosswalk. There it is, though. What's with this guy? Apparently he's never heard of copyright music. Come on, let's go. This light takes absolutely forever, so bear with me. I'm not gonna get killed. Turn off so we don't have to listen to your fucking shit music, buddy. Come on. Speed me through. Okay, I'm going. Okay. We made it. Eating over here at Blaze Pizza. Not the best pizza place in town. There's a place called Tomato Pie. I'll see you in one of the episodes. This is nice. I knew I was going to do one big, massive live. I figured this would be the best time to do it. I was going to do it at night, but there's no point in walking up the Bushnell at night. All these scenes are shot during the day from Back to the Future, and old school and stuff. We'll show the old school house if I make it up there. Which means if we make it there, you're going to see the Beethoven house on the way. I think I'll skip over the step-by-step house on Fletcher, even though we'll be walking by that street. There's also the Child's Play 2 house is on Milan as well. Just everywhere. Everywhere. There's also some wild chickens. I don't want to spoil a short that I did, but these lives are exclusive. You have to actually watch them through to make it to this point to hear the secrets I'm telling you, or to spoil other episodes that I've filmed. Yeah, there's a whole family of chickens that just lives on the side of the road up here. Wonder if they're there. I was explaining that to the couple from Arizona yesterday, and as I'm explaining it, we see them like, there they are. I think that was just over there. Now they're vanished. I don't know if someone just put the chickens there. They're just hanging out here. Wait till you see that. It was so random. Quite hilarious. It's a trek up here to Pee-wee's house. I walk pretty fast for a small guy. I'll get us there. Walk gets shorter and shorter every time I do this. I have so many chances to take this walk. First time I ever came out here, I walked all the way from Highland, from the speed kills scene, all the way up to the elementary school, which is another 20-25 minute walk past Bushnell. And there's the Ralphs from Big Lebowski, which I didn't even know at the time. I stopped there to go to the bathroom and get some beverages because it was like a record California heat wave at the time. Getting my exercise. Giving these cons some movement. We good. We good. You guys may or may not be able to comment, but it looks like there's people watching, so I'm not gonna mess with the live stream and mess it up, so I have to restart it. Unless it really forces me to. So if you're unable to comment, or I can't see the comments, because the last one I saw says, "Hi, Jesse," from Shannon. All right, we pop back up to 3, so stay tuned. In about 2 minutes, we'll be at Pee-wee's house. And we're gonna hit the hedge on Montrose, the Mama's family house. And we're going to Hill Valley. One street of Hill Valley. Probably the most notorious street. In fact, we had the conversation the other day that if Hill Valley, the courthouse square, was always open to the public, it wouldn't be so elusive and unique. And say, if we were to imagine that the tree, the Peeping Tom tree that Crispin Glover covers, which we're going to make it to, was, say, on a private lot we couldn't get to, that would be the most elusive location. And it would be like, oh my God, you seen the tree? Oh, wow. But the tree is totally public. We're going to head that way. Almost at Pee-wee's. One more little stretch to go. Hope you enjoy this shit. Big favor I'm doing yo asses. I'm just joshing. Hey, I'm just joshing. I enjoy this. I enjoy it. Like I said, if anybody does feel like donating, do it up. I'm giving you the full tour. You won't ever see this anywhere else. This is free. And people do this here in town. Even from the Sugarmint Galley where I'm staying, they offer like tours for like $50. They're doing them for Monsterpalooza weekend. I'm giving you the tour for free. Oh, so many nice doggies in this town. Gemma would love it here. She would love it. This is the only place I would bring her in Los Angeles, though everywhere else there's wild coyotes. Danger is afoot. But not around here. Very peaceful. I've never seen a coyote in South Pass. Just like he says in Halloween, you know. Families lined up and down these rows. Rows of families. Alright, I can see Pee-wee's. I see Pee-wee's house. Oh, this never gets old. I get such a happy, now somber, yet creepy feeling when I come to Pee-wee's house. Because that movie's got a lot of creepy aspects. The best of all cinematic worlds. Here we are. Pee-wee! Pee-wee! Right here. How's it going, guys? Nice bike.
Thank you.
Tight. Say hi to YouTube. Rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Is it? Ooh, lost it for a second. Here we go. Morning, Pee-wee. Morning, Francis. Today's my birthday. And my father said I could have anything that I want. Good for you and your father. Well, guess what I want? A new brain. No, your bike. Is where Paul Rubens fell laughing right here. Rest in peace, my man. This is the location that's most synonymous with Paul Rubens. It's where he got his bike from back there. There's Mr. Crowtray's house. Morning, Mr. Crowtray. I gotta water my lawn now. He sprayed those windows with the wacky water weasel, which was something that did belong to Paul Rubens, that he planted there himself. The rocket ship and the sleigh up there. And you see Mr. Crowtray's house clear as day over Pee-wee's shoulder while they're arguing. I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? Here's the famous tree right here. Mark Holton comes by. Look at that. Still looks the same. We love you, Pee-wee. Everyone watching loves you. More often than not, I see hummingbirds just floating around here, and I feel like it's a sign. Paul knows when people are here. I swear to God, I feel a connection. And yesterday I was here, and there was this little hummingbird just floating around me and the two ladies that were here, and it was like inexplicably surreal. I was like, oh, yeah, man, that feels like him. There's Mr. Crowtray's here. More covered by trees here. We got the bike spill house right across the street. So where Pee-wee's coming back from his joyride here. All the kids are over here with their bikes before this fence was put up. And Pee-wee launches himself from the corner here right over where this fence was. If this fence was here, he would have cleared the fence, no problem. There's a big roll right here. Pops up. I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Okay, goodbye. Okay, gonna continue on to the Halloween hedge. Hey, what's up, Keith Havens? Mega Keith. Keith Havens. Happy Memorial Day, sir, and happy Memorial Day to all my American friends. Everybody in here right now is from America. I love you all. Ashley, she's a cult member. Shannon, she's a cult member. Jesse's one of my best friends. Keith Havens, I love you, buddy. He's from Colorado. So you see this in Pee-wee's Big Adventure when he's coming back on the bike. Though there was another street that me and Jesse figured out that they had to have used that is not here. When he's got his legs crossed over the seat and he's like, coming back. And then you do see him roll up to that stop paint there. And you see that house. I love you too, my friend. I love you too. I love you too. But I want to see other people. Deal? Oh, that squirrel's talking to me. I know. No, I know. I know the hedge is up here. I know. I won't miss it. You want to come? Follow me, squirrel. We're stepping back into Haddonfield. Here we go. And really, Bushnell is not that far. I think we might make it, folks. The battery dies. Don't shoot me. We did good here. But we're going to go all the way, okay? We're an hour in. I'm going to shimmy this up because we've all seen this before, and you're going to see it again in my videos or my lengthy 5-night stay in Haddonfield. But this brings us to Montrose, okay? The hedge is down here, and this is the opening establishing shot in Halloween, 1978. Not the opening shot of the scene. That's what I showed earlier when Michael's by the tree. For whatever reason, they came down here to get the Haddonfield Halloween establishing shot. And that is right there. You actually see this house still looking very similar. This pole has been moved just a little bit. There's your shot. Haddonfield, Halloween. And the next shot you see is the Strode house. Now let's FF a bit. Okay, they've left school. And now, wink, they're walking back home. So after they leave Highland, where we were earlier, the whole speed kill scene, it's filming them this way. And you can see this house, if you look carefully enough. The girls are walking this way. So what time tonight? I don't know. I gotta get out of taking my little brother trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treats for Bob? Funny. Totally. Linda totally lived with Mama in the Mama's family house. Maybe Mama was Linda's mama. So, yeah, she goes home there to the Mama's family house before it was the Mama's family house. Isn't that neat? I like these little pink stones. I would watch Mama's Family every night after school. She comes down here, grab the paper. 1027 Montrose. As the girls continue walking, this is about where Lori notices, hey, right behind that hedge, you see? See where? Right behind that hedge. I think there's a guy watching us. Oh, I think it's that guy you yelled at. Subtle, isn't he? Hey, creep. And Michael's gone. Hey, Lori, dear. He wants to talk to you. He wants to take you out tonight. Watch that scene next time you're watching, because you'll notice the extras. This is the extras' house. Unhired extras. John Carpenter basically shouted to them while he's having a smoke. Hey, we're filming a film here. You guys can be in it. You don't have to sign anything. Just do your thing. And they're like, all right, man. Now watch that scene. When Annie's looking back at Lori, you'll see a puff of smoke go by. Watch for that. That's John Carpenter's cigarette smoke, as he was directing. There you go. Looks like quite a few people have been standing here the last couple days. Poor Lori. Scared another one away. It's tragic. You never go out. You must have like a small fortune stash from babysitting so much. Anyways, oh, look at these blue jays. I'll clean the lens here. Home sweet home. See you later. Bye. She goes home. And Lori's looking back, right? All flustered. And then poof! Runs into Sheriff Brackett right here. The Brackett residence. Excuse me, Lori. You know, it's Halloween. So everyone's entitled to one good scare, huh? Takes a drag off his pipe and he actually cuts across the lawn here. Back into his residence. And before all this was here, you can really make out this house here. This is the first time I've ever pointed it out, but I just watched the film. This house is the same. It's got a different paint job, but the structure itself was seen just beyond all this foliage. Tubular! Oh man, the birds are so nice here. It's wild. Sheriff Brackett's house doesn't get enough love. It's a quaint little house. I'd love to live there. And I guess this is where he would have returned after finding Annie's dead body later that night in part 2. It says, go on home, Lee. Go on home. This is where he would have come home to tell his wife. I have to go tell my wife before somebody else does. Damn you. What have you done? You let him out! If that wasn't Michael Myers burning alive, then a lot of other kids are going to be slaughtered tonight. You bet. All right, let's head to Hill Valley, folks. Let's head to Hill Valley. We're going to switch on a dime now. We got a couple of other movie houses to hit on the way, including the house from Beethoven, Charles Grodin. Not everybody likes Beethoven. I love it. And I'll talk about a scene in which involved David Duchovny in there, being dragged by Beethoven right in front of the house. Here we go. On our way, Beethoven. And then Bushnell. Let's hope we hold up. If anybody wants to donate anything, feel free. I am working my ass off here for you folks. And yeah, I've been told multiple times that I should get a job doing this. But I can't live here. I would love to live here. I'm not a citizen. I just come here for a long, extended stay very often on a yearly basis. So I know everything about it. I know this town much better than I know most towns around my own neck of the woods. Okay, so we're going to cross back to Milan by Pee-wee's and head up Milan. This is the best way. If you want to know the exact way to get to Bushnell from the hedge, watch this. Watch this live. This is the best route to take. And this is the grand tour I would give. I would charge people for this if I lived in town. Haddonfield to Hill Valley tour. $50. Maybe 25. You got to give them a bargain, right? And then you'll get more people. Oh, it smells so damn good here. Like lilac. It smells like lilac and butter and syrup. Someone having pancakes for dinner? Up from Canada, eh? Smell maple syrup. You sure it's maple? I'm from Canada. I got a damn good nose for maple syrup, okay? I believe you. Okay, thanks. All these houses are so damn quaint. You see a lot of really nice ones on the way over to Bushnell. And Bushnell is just one of the most majestic streets in the world as well. The trees especially, you'll see when we get there. Much more than halfway now. Thanks for everybody sticking with me. Like I said, donations go a long way. Just think about it. Okay. Okay, so Pee-wee's is back here. So when you want to come back down, you want to come up Milan. Okay? Milan. Go all the way down here past the Beethoven house. We're going to take that to Oak. And you cross over Oak to Bushnell. These leaves. Pointed this out in an episode I was doing. They're almost like fake movie leaves. It's almost like they're made of plastic. Weird. Only in Haddonfield. This is an exciting Memorial Day Live, everybody. What are we doing? We're remembering these films. Halloween. Back to the Future. Beethoven. I mean, I'm sure that poor dog that played Beethoven is long gone. But he's forever memorialized. On this street. Yeah, Nerd Locations is going to be playing this back. But check this out. A lot of people keep pumpkins out all year round. Embrace the holiday season. Look at that. We got fall signs. Ah! Fall signs over here. Pumpkins on posters. So I love to see. It is always Halloween. Especially where I'm staying. Behind the Myers house. Gonna do my nightly screening of Halloween 1 and 2. And every time I see the Myers house, I step outside and go admire it and go, oh my God, like, it's hard to realize where you're standing at that time. I've been here in the Western Hemisphere for about 4 weeks now. And still can't believe it sometimes. Guess I'm just so used to being all around. I don't want to say it loses its zest, but What's up, Matthew? Sorry, man. I'm only seeing the said hi right now. Sometimes the comments don't show up because of the connection issues. Canadian cell phone plan in South Pasadena. You know what I'm saying? But we're about to arrive at the Beethoven House. I think I see it. What a town. How you doing, Matthew? If you're new here, subscribe. We're going to Hill Valley, which came from Haddonfield. Taking a walk you will see no other human take on their own accord. Unless, of course, I lead them on this walk. I've had a few people cave to it. I appreciate it, sir. I've had a few people, you know, I was showing them down at Highland. They started the Myers house. They're so intrigued. And they're like, where's the bush? And I'm like, well, I could take you there, but it's going to be a long walk. And we're going to have to hit every other Halloween location on the way. This one girl I was talking to from San Francisco, she really wanted to see the Teen Wolf house up on Bushnell, Lorraine's house. So I basically took her all the way down to Highland, then I had to take her the other direction. She had high heels all the way up to Bushnell. She made it, though. Going through every little thing that we've gone through. This is a once-in-a-lifetime live broadcast right now. Said once we hit Bushnell, I'm going to cap it off. I'll be lucky if the cell phone battery holds out. I think I can make it. Only a couple streets away now. I didn't pass the Beethoven house. Oh, it's not hot. It's nice and cool today, which makes this even easier. Construction and stuff going on. I got it in my camera. Testicles, spectacles, wallet, and watch. $20 bill. Okay, I'm good. Look at this, like, tree coming out of this palm tree. What the fuck is that? It's like this palm tree gave birth to a regular tree. Only in South Pass. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Beethoven house. I think it's just up here. It was just here yesterday. Oh, yes. Oh, weird sound here. What the fuck is that? Is that an insect or a hydro line? Yeah, the real house in the movie. That's what we're doing, man. What do you think? I just take walks and show nothing? You don't know who you're watching, bro. I've done more filming locations than anybody on planet Earth. All found on my channel. Go to the filming locations playlist on my channel. Go down the... Okay, sorry, we lose connection a little bit. Already done video Beethoven house. More to come. What's up, everything's scary? You missed the whole Haddonfield portion. We're almost at Bushnell. Walked the entire way. We're just arriving to the Beethoven house. Huh? There it is. There it is. Beethoven. There it is. What's up, Millie Maple? This is the house from Beethoven. Charles Grodin would come out there with that glare. And when we first see Beethoven as a puppy, he comes from the hedges and he goes right up the walkway, right through the front doors and up into the little girl's room. Can we keep him? Obviously, Charles Grodin caves. There's another really epic scene that I like to match up. Yeah, I'm not doing Monsterpalooza, man. That's for suckers, bro. Check this out. This is the same lamppost that David Duchovny is dragged in front of. So they start in the backyard and Beethoven wraps himself around the chair and starts dragging them out of the backyard directly up this sidewalk right in front of this exact lamppost and this palm tree right here. Bang! Charles Grodin right there comes out with his coffee. You know, he'd always give this look. Rest in peace, Charles Grodin. He'd come out like... Okay, let's go check out some Back to the Future houses on Bushnell. We'll continue up Milan to Oak. Yeah, well, the pool's back there. The pool's in the back, I believe. They did use the interiors and exteriors of that house for Beethoven. Yeah, I'd be able to stay at the Myers house longer if it wasn't for fucking Monster Palooza. Monster Palooza ain't got jack piddly shit on staying at that place. God damn. All you're doing at Monster Palooza is giving your money away. There you go, have my money. Oh, look at that costume. Oh, there's a good costume. Hey, I want to meet this actor. Okay, it's only 250 bucks. Okay, I won't meet that actor. Nah, I'm sure it'll be a good time, man, but I got too many awesome things to do here in LA, so Monster Palooza is not on the list. And it's just going to make it harder for me to get a hotel. Outside? Outside where, in Canada? What part of Canada are you from, Millie? I'm from Ottawa. But I'm truly at home here in South Pasadena, California. AKA Haddonfield Hill Valley. Yes. Next, okay, you're from Ontario as well. Exactly, exactly. Ontarians, unite! Well, you're looking at an Ontarian who knows everything about this area of California. I've been coming here for many fucking years. Never gets old. And this is the first time I've done a live all the way from Highland all the way to Bushnell. And it's only taken us an hour and 18 minutes. I thought by this point we'd be past the 2.5 hour mark. Little free art gallery here. All right, we're almost there. Yeah, Michael Jackson's home was here, yeah. You can go up to it. You can get to the gates. And I've done a video on where he's buried, but you can't get into the church where they've buried him. It's kind of like a church, at least architectural wise. So unless they're having a special viewing there, you can't get in to visit Michael. But I do show where he's living. It's something I've recently filmed, where his body, I guess if they put his body there. I think they did. I think that's why it's so private. We're close. We've reached Oak, people. We're on the cusp. We're on the cusp of Hill Valley. Like I was saying, if the Universal backlot was public and the big bash that we had, all us YouTubers had our annual meetup on the backlot this year, that was like the threshold, the peak of awesomeness, seriously. So if that wasn't like private and you could just access that publicly and say the peeping Tom tree that we're going to see was on a private lot, that would be the most elusive location. And people would be like, oh my God, you've seen the peeping Tom tree? George McFly's, but so it's more well known down here. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm crossing over. Crossover. DRI. Dirty, rotten imbecile. Crossing over. I got the Beethoven song stuck in my head. Yes, that's the Beethoven song. You got it, pup. Oh, we're 2 streets away from Bushnell. Up here is Fletcher Avenue, where you'll find the step-by-step house. And the Child's Play 2 house is just a little further up Milan. We're going to focus on what most everybody wants to see, especially if they never have. So if you're watching this live, you've never been up here, and you've never seen the most notorious street from Back to the Future, well, keep watching, because I'm about to walk you right down the street and point out everything. This is the epic Haddonfield Live. So I can do this up and then still enjoy my night. Find some supper. Still got some filming. I never stop. So I'm doing this whole live, working this for you guys. Then I'm gonna get to filming on the way back. So you find the step-by-step house just over there. I think I can see it down there. It's gonna be cool because on the way back, once I've stopped the live, I can burn one. Yeah. Guys, this is Mary Jane. Yeah, that's what he said, man. We want to burn one. No, that's her name. Jesus, guys, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Here we go. I see the Bushnell sign. We've made it. We've made it to Hill Valley. I can't believe I've walked all the way up here again. God, I'm nuts. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. You gotta be crazy. Crazy. Absolutely insanely obsessed with these movies. Thank you so much, Ashley. You're number one. Right up there you're going. Right up there. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Here we go. Welcome to Hill Valley. Bushnell Avenue, Pasadena. Let's begin. So, first houses we're going to go over to the right were featured in Bill Cosby's Ghost Dad. Now, I know Bill Cosby's garnered quite the horrid reputation in the past few years. But to each his own. Some people were interested in that. I personally was not a huge fan, but right here would be the houses from Ghost Dad. Oh, I let my Canadian accent slide. The houses. The houses. The homes. The homes right here. Ghost Dad. Okay. It's going to get better and better as we walk up this street. Thanks again, everybody, for sticking with me all the way to Bushnell Avenue. You're the ones that awarded yourself a great show. Of course, anybody can play this back. It's a little sketchy getting it going. Apparently, the service is really good here. Just look at the trees here. The palm trees and all these crazy trees. It just screams Back to the Future. And the next thing I'm going to show you is the house of McFly. George McFly's house from Back to the Future. I'm afraid I'm just not ready to take Lorraine to the dance. And neither you or anybody else is going to convince me otherwise. I'll miss my favorite show, science fiction theater. Here we go. Here we go. There it is. Geo McFly's house. George McFly. I just feel the presence of Michael J. Fox and Crispin Glover. So, MJF chases him up this sidewalk right here. He starts sprinting right here. George! George! Why do you keep following me? George, you gotta take Lorraine to the dance. Here you go. Take in that architecture, people. That's one of a kind. These people have owned this home since before they filmed the first Back to the Future film. 1711 Bushnell. They did film that laundry scene back there. So George McFly is talking to Marty. And they come up here. I am the only one who's ever been allowed back there. The lady who lives there has seen me out here many, many times over the years. And she said she remembered me. She let me go back there for about 2 minutes. She doesn't let anyone back there. You see these homes in the background where they're coming up the laneway? You really think I should swear? Yes, God damn it, George. Swear, okay? Swear. But I don't want to get into a fight. You're not going to be getting into a fight, Dad. Daddy-o. Daddy-o. He wakes him up with the Edward Van Halen tape. Look at that architecture. That is something else. Wow. I can't believe it, you know. I've been here 2 million times, and it's still astounding that I'm standing in front of George McFly's house. But I think it gets even cooler down here. These homes here are in Teen Wolf, as well as Back to the Future. Let's go from the street here. We're going to kind of go in order. We're going to hit up the Peeping Tom tree first. So after they leave the courthouse square, Crispin Glover rides away on his bike. And Marty's like drinking the tea. He's gone. And he runs out. George, Dad, you on the bike. Then Michael J. Fox comes from down here. He's running down here. And he sees the bike propped up against the tree right here. He's like, what? George McFly is spying on Lorraine. They filmed that on that branch right there, even though he's looking into Lorraine's window up there as she's changing. He's like, what? He's a peeping Tom. A peeping Tom. So I'll tell you what they did here. It's my understanding that they used both these branches, okay, to get the proper angling of him spying on Lorraine. Geo McFly fell from this tree 1985. I brushed this off the other day for somebody. The first shot you get is him shimmying up this trunk right here. You get a couple of shots of that, but when he's got the binoculars, it's this branch which crosses with this palm tree right here. Just for them to get that side angle of him with the binoculars. They must have put something down here because he falls from this tree. Getting his shots of Lorraine. And Michael J. Fox runs out in the middle of the road when he falls and pushes him out of the way as the car hits him right here. Marty's head's about right here in front of this house. Screen used home. This is it. This is the most famous tree on planet Earth. Right here. And a movie that changed everybody's life. Everybody's life. Back to the Future. Here we are, 40 years after they filmed this here. At the same time, Michael J. Fox is filming Teen Wolf right here as well. There's the house from Old School. We'll go over that a bit more, but it's where Lorraine's dad came out. Stella! One of these crazy kids jumped in front of my car again. Help me pick him up and get him inside. Stella! It looks so beautiful. Labeled on Google Maps as the Tree of McFly. And here is the house from Old School. It's being sold right now. So they were having a Mitchapalooza party here about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Fortunately, we were attending an Emperor concert, the greatest black metal band of all time, so we could not attend, but I did a quick short on it. They had the banner here, the weight bench, everything was set up. I think they partied till the cows come home. But I don't think Snoop Dogg was here. However, in the movie, you see Snoop Dogg performing. That was in the backyard. Yeah, you had Vince Vaughn, Will Ferrell with his Motorhead shirt here. And when Will Ferrell announces that he's going streaking, he comes out of the driveway. Watch the film next time. He comes right down here, right beneath these limbs of the one and only Peeping Tom tree from Back to the Future. Also makes an appearance in Old School. I want to think that was definitely a tribute to Back to the Future. So this was also used in Back to the Future 2. So up here we have Biff's grandmother's house from Back to the Future 2. Right over here. Also the hedge that old man Biff runs into with the car. You take it easy on my car, old man. Ooh, they gotta cut these dandelions. I don't even think they got dandelions out here. I mean, it's Biff's grandmother's house, so obviously Biff ain't helping her with the grass. But that's neat. Now, the garage was also soundstage as far as I know. But if you look back there, you see a very similar car to Biff's. Right over there. Pretty cool. He does run into this. I'll never be able to climb the tree with the phone in my hand. That's the problem. This is where Biff leaves. Where are you going? I'm going to get my car. When will you be back? Back when I'm back, you old bag. And he's walking up here, and the kids are like, give us our ball back. He's like, what ball? What ball? This ball? It's filmed from over here. He's walking up here, and he kicks it on, he throws it up on top of the ledge of the old school house. You want it back? You want it back? Go get it. Go get it. Ends up right up on that ledge. So yeah, this house now being sold. Somebody can live in the old school house. Here's your chance. This is your chance. Pull out your Skrilla. Come live and throw your own Mitchapalooza party. If I bought this house, I would be doing old school tours all the time. There it is. Okay. There's your Haddonfield to Hill Valley tour, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Take a couple more looks here at the Tree of McFly. And this has been a long walk, and I have to urinate and also walk all the way back. Cell phone's gonna give out. Really appreciate your donation, Ashley. You rule. Means a lot. There it is. Those are the legendary limbs used in Back to the Future. There's another inscription around here, actually. When this was put in the cement, I can't tell you, but check this out. Back to the Future, filmed here, 1985. It's 40 years, 4 decades. A movie that changed all of our lives. That's okay, Brex. You can go back and watch it, buddy. Missed a hell of a show, my friend. Only time you'll ever see anybody do a live from Haddonfield all the way to Hill Valley, pointing out every single notorious movie house. These kids are coming over. They want to get into my live. They've been watching me since I arrived on the street. I'm trying to keep them off camera. I'm sorry, kids. You're not allowed to be on cameras. The world frowns on that. Yes, I'm live right now, Brexton. This is the Peeping Tom tree, bro. This is it. Back to the Future, filmed here 40 years ago. 1985. Incredible. You guys Back to the Future fans? I bet you are, growing up around here. Lucky kids. Lucky, lucky kids. More time, the angling you get. He's shimmying up this trunk, kind of like humping it. And then he's on this. No, I won't be there end of June, buddy. I'm gone early June, and I won't be back. May not come back till H50. I'm dropping an absolute fortune to be here. So I really appreciate that donation, Ashley. There's your shot. Crispin Glover with the binoculars, really looking into Lorraine's home. And so I guess this is where they had the dinner. I'm not sure if that was filmed in there. What the hell are you doing out in the middle of the street, a kid your age? Don't you look out for traffic? Oh, a block past Maple, that's John F. Kennedy Drive. Who the hell's John F. Kennedy? You'll find out. Do you guys have a television? Yeah, we got 2 of them. 2, wow. Honey, he's teasing. Nobody has 2 televisions. He's like, yeah, I got these wheels rolling. Now we can watch Jackie Gleason while we eat. Yeah. Yay, Brexton. I will grab some coffee. You go back and watch the live from the beginning once we're finished. There's a little part that starts off in my room at Chateau Myers, right behind the Myers house, and then then we got cut off when I was up in Haddonfield, and we had to continue down here. So there's two little pieces to it. And that mini water. Look at that mini water. It's a little baby. It's a little baby shit. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bring you. You guys all rule. Thank you, Brexton, Ashley, Shannon, and all my other cult members. If you want to become a cult member of the Mr. Thrasha channel, it's water. It's water, Brexton. Come on, I'm not an alcoholic. You think I'm... It's like 40 proof, bud. I'm fucking wasted. That's not water, it's vodka. 40 proof, bud. I appreciate you guys coming along. Gonna have to do a quick bit of filming, so I am gonna have to end the live right here, guys. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and yeah, you can become a cult member for $4.99. I'll send a mug and some stickers. Did everybody get their stickers? You get your stickers, Ashley, Brexton. I think Shannon got her stickers. No, Timmy got his stickers. Sent stickers out to all the members. These houses seen in Teen Wolf. I appreciate it, everybody. We're going to end over here at the House of McFly. Science fiction theater. Pretty beautiful. No, this is George McFly's house from Back to the Future. Geo McFly. Show you the tree he fell from. This is his house. I am Lord Vader from the planet Vulcan. He puts in the Edward Van Halen tape. Alright, I got some filming I got to do up here on Bushnell while I'm up here. Everybody stay safe. I love you all, but I want to see other people. Okay? Don't take it to heart. I love you all. If you're new here, please like, please subscribe. You never know what you may be missing here on the Mr. Thrasha Show. I say that at the end of every episode. People are pretty used to it. Thanks again, everybody. But the owner is actually coming in with his dog here. Thanks, Brexton. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Ashley. I will. I will. It's going to be another Haddonfield night. You can go back, watch the beginning of the live, everybody. Brexton, I suggest you do. See all the Myers spots. Don't let the road hit you in the butt. That's right, Brexton. Brex's tornado. Don't let the road hit you in the butt. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.